Coach Cam made this shit.
I'm Brenden Kron. This is Rex, a.k.a.
Frankie Mermaid.
Why do they call you that?
Swimming in bitches, buddy. Goddamn right. Little quote from arguably my favorite movie I've ever seen in my entire life. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, Velocipaster. I currently am sitting on an 8 rating for that movie. It's actually rated I think a 7 something overall on IMDb. It's fucking amazing. It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Video.
If you're in the mood to watch a bad movie,
which I usually am.
Yeah, if I
not
know
by myself.
No,
I don't like watching bad movies by myself because then I just feel stupid.
Yeah, it feels like a waste of time.
Yeah,
but if you want to sit down with a group of friends, watch a bad movie, kind of make fun of it, this might be the best one.
Yeah,
because
it really is.
It doesn't take itself too serious, and it gives you a lot of moments to make fun of it, and it'll make fun of itself so well.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. But
one of the best characters with Frankie Mermaid.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I've been up to lately. Is just movies. I don't know. This week's been a really big movie week for me. Mm-hmm. I was going to ask you how you was doing, but I wanted to talk about some of the movies I've seen first.
Name one.
So ask me.
Oh,
I'm doing great. No. I'm doing great, but I don't know. I go through phases of where I either want to just sit down and do this or this or this. Mm-hmm. But this week's been really movie forward.
Unfortunately, since this is a music episode.
Yeah, that is fair. But we did just do a movie bracket
I know.
Friday.
Yes.
In 2 days. but Captain Marvel, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Suicide Squad 2, Soul, No Way Home.
Soul?
Dude, Soul is so good.
I've been wanting to watch it.
Oh my god, I've been delaying that so much.
Yeah.
It is so fun. Jamie Foxx is the main voice actor in that.
Wow, didn't know
and
that.
Tina Fey.
Wow.
Yeah, they just kind of hid that one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Dude, it is so fucking good. I'm
gonna watch it soon.
I mean, just amazing characters, amazing animation. I mean, of course. I mean, you kind of know it's going to be amazing animation.
Yeah.
There's parts where it gets kind of dark. There's really lighthearted moments. It's really emotional. I don't know. It's just fucking great.
Yeah.
There's really nothing I can complain about that. Just saw No Way Home. Mm-hmm. I am fortunate that it didn't get spoiled for me. I waited way too long to fucking see it.
Yes.
I don't know why I did that, but I can confidently get on social media again.
Yeah.
Because I really was kind of I'd pop in every once in a while, maybe retweet one of our things or something. But holy shit, anything that it broke my heart. I had to scroll past anything that had Zendaya in it, which I never do.
Yeah.
But dear Christ, I had to just go past everything.
Yeah.
What would you saw Spider-Man? What would you rank it?
What do you mean?
Rate it.
Rate it?
Yeah.
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
It's fucking wonderful. For what it's trying to be, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So 10. I'll give it a 10. It's everything it's trying to be.
You know what scale I think's perfect?
I like the letter grade scale a lot.
Oh, I hate that shit. Out of 5.
I don't like 5.
I love it. It's perfect because it's either I fucking hate it, I don't hate it that much, I don't really have that much of an opinion, I kind of like it, or I really like it. That is, you don't really need much more than that. But you'll see, I don't really like 10 because if I if I enjoy a movie, I'm pretty much giving it an 8 every time. There's not a lot of times where I'm giving a movie a 6 or a 7.
I was gonna say everything falls between 7 and 8 usually. Yeah, because it's your okay, good movie.
Yeah, but I don't know where to distinguish a 7 or an 8.
Yeah,
because it's just I don't know. But with the 5. Mm-hmm. I can easily be oh, I didn't have a fucking opinion about it, or I loved it. It's a 5.
Another perfect rating system is thumbs up, thumbs down. Good, bad, great.
There needs to be a middle. Because sometimes you're just I did see it, but you just want a thumb in the middle.
There's a thumb in the middle.
But, no, I don't know, because because I need that middle, because I'm somewhat of a pussy myself, and there's a lot of times where I don't want to be definite on something.
Yeah.
If somebody's hey, which route should I take going here? I'll be I don't know. I think you should take this, but if you get in a car wreck, remember I said I think. Not really my fault if you get in a car wreck, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also give it a 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just amazing movie. But,
I've been kind of on the same thing. I've been watching more TV shows though.
Yeah.
And really on a Marvel kick in general. I've watched everything Marvel that is on streaming services. Like everything of the MCU.
Pretty much just not Eternals, right?
Not Eternals, and then I haven't finished Hawkeye.
Yeah.
So and those are the newest.
Oh yeah, WandaVision's the only show from the MCU that I've watched. Because I don't know, I remember the other big one at the time. Whenever I was watching it, and I was kind of hyped, but it was Captain America and Winter Soldier, Captain Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yes.
And I really couldn't care about that. Like, I'd still like to go back and watch it, but it's something that if I watched every other show in the MCU, then I'd be like, all right, I should probably just watch this.
Yeah, I watched WandaVision, I watched all the movies, then WandaVision, then Loki, and I was like, I was like, here we go.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a shit about, I don't really like the Winter Soldier, like his character. I don't like Bucky Barnes a whole lot.
Yeah.
And then I don't like, I just feel like Falcon's never really, I mean, he's never been in the spotlight, so he's never had anything good either. Yeah. And then I didn't give a fuck about Hawkeye ever.
Yeah, except when he was pretty cool in the last one where he's like a Japanese, like
Ronin.
Yeah,
but he's Ronin.
Yeah, like a Japanese mob assassin.
Yeah, but now I'm like, well, I've seen everything. Might as well watch Hawkeye.
Dude, bows and arrows are so goddamn boring.
Yeah.
Like if you throw a crossbow on them, I'm like, that's kind of hot, But like, it's just a grown ass man with bows and arrows, and it's, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty fucking cool, I guess. I mean, that's a cool thing to be able to do, but why? I mean, I don't know. I hear about people like hunting that way, and I'm like, you're just doing that just because I don't know, you're a dick. You just want to get creative with just killing little squirrels.
Yeah.
But,
well, I think it's really funny that you don't like the 10 rating system because we're doing a list of 10. We're doing the 10s list.
It's not a rating system.
I know, but
it's
it's
a ranking
just,
system.
I know, it was just funny.
Numbers are amazing for ranking. They're top tier for ranking. But
my choices for favorite album, this is A.
Dude, I outside of just watching movies, because I don't want people to think that's the only thing in the entire world that I've done this week. I have done other things.
I don't think anyone's just like, oh, this guy's never done anything else other than
I don't
watch
know.
movies.
I really don't. I don't do a whole lot.
Go for it. What else?
So I remember something me and you talked about last week. That's why I wanted to talk about on the podcast.
Okay.
My girlfriend asked me if I had any New Year's resolutions, and on the podcast last week, I kind of threw up some just to have some for the show.
Yeah.
But whenever she asked me, and I was like, no, I don't really do that. I think New Year's resolutions are fucking stupid. And she's like, why are you so goddamn mean about everything? And I was like, I wasn't being mean to you. I was like, I just think it's really stupid. And she's like, well, why do you think it's stupid? She's like, people are setting goals for themselves. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I think it's stupid because if you want to lose weight, you should start now. Mm-hmm. Just like with
anything we talked about last time.
Yeah, just like with anything else. Like if it's September and you're like, I'd like to lose 20 pounds, but fuck it, I just won't start till New Year's. Like, no, you're going to gain 10 more pounds before then, and then you're only going to have lost 10 pounds if you're successful. Like, I don't know. Whenever I want to do stuff, there's no part of me just being like, I'm like a couple weeks away from New Year's. I'll just wait till then, Because I do have things that I've been like trying to do or improve, but like none of that was because I was aware of the end of the year coming up. Mm-hmm. Like I was just like, I would like to do this, so I'm going to do it. I'm not waiting for a calendar year to arrive.
The end of the year does put shit in perspective, though.
It does. Well, it's a good marker. It's a good. I like New Year's resolutions if they're a part of like a milestone. Yes. Like where you're like, oh, this time next year I would have liked to lost this much, but don't wait till then. Go ahead and start now. Yeah. Get a little, jump start on that. But she was. I don't know. She was just like, you're just so cynical about that stuff. And I was like, I just think it's really, really stupid. Like
it is. It is if you're going... A New Year's resolution's really stupid if you wait till New Year's to start it.
I think that's just a convenient way for people to procrastinate.
Yeah.
Because it is... What is it? As of recording, it's January 2nd. And I am not looking forward to going to the fucking gym this week. Because I went yesterday. It was raining really hard, so I don't think a lot of people made it out. But I don't know, because whenever I was talking about that, I use harsh terms.
Yes.
Yeah, I do. Like right after we talked about that, we was going through the line at McDonald's, and there's 2 lines at McDonald's drive-thru, and there was one person sitting in the middle. I guess he was just waiting for one of the cars to just make a break for it, and he would just take their spot. And I was like, it's not going to change that much, so I just went around him, and I don't know. I caught myself doing it. But I called that dude a piece of shit. Yeah. Because I looked at my girlfriend. I was like, I just called that dude a piece of shit because he was sitting in the middle. Yeah, that's all he was doing. Yeah, but I was like, I love these harsh terms.
Yes, yeah, I like being a little. I always just call it dramatic.
Yeah, it is a little dramatic. I think it adds flair. Like, I don't know. It's the same sense of like when you're like 12 and you're used to maybe saying everything censored. When you first hear like that dude in school who just cusses all the time, you're like, the flair. Like, I mean, like it just makes a story sound fun. Like, I'm like, oh wow. Shit.
And like, I like to do it, especially whenever I'm talking about if I like something, I'll be like, oh, I love it. But even more on the harsh terms, if I'm like, it was okay, I'm usually like, it is a piece of shit, awful movie.
I'm a person of,
and they'll be like, oh, you hated it, and be like, no, it was okay. Like, but I just use harsh terms to describe something.
I am a person. I am extreme one way or the other. Like, there's not a lot of times where I just rest in the middle. What?
You just talked about how you love to play the fence. You love the in the middle.
I like that indecision making when it's more passive. Yeah. But like if I don't know, say if like someone's teaching me how to write and I'm just writing very lightly and they're like, "Oh, you need to draw a little darker." I'm going to slam the pencil into the paper. Like I don't know, I don't have a lot of middle ground on that. Now, if you ask me what kind of shirt you should buy, I will be very passive. I am the last person in the world that you want fashion advice from because, like, I don't know, because like I'll have people be like, "Oh, hey, does this look good on me?" And I'm like, I don't know, it's not bad. And they're like, "What does that mean?" And I'm like, I don't know, it's okay. And they're like, "Should I get it?" And because it's so hard for me because I'm like, it's for you. Yeah. Like we are not of the same gender. We have no fashion opinions line up. Why are you asking me? Like, I never understand that. Like, just asking somebody from like a different part of the world, like, "Hey, should I get a McGriddle?" And they're like, "But I don't care." What the fucking McGriddle? I don't know. I don't care. And that's just where I resign in that because I don't want to tell them to get something that I don't really care about. Yeah. And then 2 weeks down the road, they're like, "Oh wow, I look fucking stupid in this," and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. But I don't know. I just
I say I like clothes, fashion, all that shit. So I actually like that when people ask me. But there's not many times you can tell someone no. To be fair, like there's not a lot of times, like especially if it's a different gender. Yeah. Like I can't.
Well, yeah, because the main person I'm talking about again is my girlfriend. Because she'll ask me something, and I'm like, I don't know, I wouldn't wear it. And she'll be like, "Well, does it look good on me?" And I'm like, I wouldn't wear it.
Yeah, see, that's the difference. I'd be like, I'd wear it. It looks great.
Yeah, they don't look comfortable. Believe me, I'm not against wearing female clothes. I don't think I have the figure for it personally. But yeah, it's not for me. It's just I couldn't imagine the person who chooses to like a grown ass adult that chooses to listen to censored music.
I can't say much. There was an album that was censored this year that I fucking love, Donda. Well, it is different.
Well, yeah. When there is an explicit version, choosing to listen to the censored.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but
yeah, because like my mom said something to me about that. Because like I'll pull into the driveway at her house, listen to something. She'll be like, "You know they have censored version. Why do you listen to all F this, F that?" And I'm like, "Grow up! Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not. I don't. It disrupts the song so much.
It really does.
Like WAP. Have you ever heard the censored version?
No.
Wet and Gushy. Oh, Wag. Wag, buddy. I don't want to hear about your gushy. That sounds disgusting. Wag, buddy. It sounds fucking disgusting. It sounds like you have something medically going on with you. Yeah. Not to sound like Ben Shapiro too much. I have seen at least a vagina in my entire life. Unlike
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah. unlike my counterpart, Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
Man, I would love for, like, one day if one of us missed the podcast, because we have talked about, like, hypotheticals of, like, who we'd get. I would love if I missed one episode and you just got Ben Shapiro.
Another
And you've just been...
His voice, it would just be a more annoying voice.
Yeah, you'd have to put, like...
an annoying voice, not more annoying. I don't think your voice is annoying.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was going to say maybe like a little booster seat.
Yeah.
Just get them up a little bit more. But, yeah, I don't know. So I've just been thinking about how harsh my terms are, because I remember describing to her that I am very much one of those people that if you make plans, like if I know me and you have plans, and like an hour before we go out, you're like, oh, hey, I'm going to, is it okay if I bring my buddy Jake? You've never met him. I am the person that says no. Like, I'm like, all right, y'all can go out. We'll meet up a different day. Like, I'm not mad, but it does sound like a mad thing that you're saying. You're just like, fuck him. But like, I don't want new people, especially when I am like knowing who's going to be there. It just kind of throws me out of my zone. I fucking hate that so much.
I kind of understand where you're coming from. I think I'll dislike it for different reasons. I don't like the abruptness and like, because to me it comes off as if you like hit it. Yeah. Especially in the scenario that you just said, like last hour, last couple minutes, you're like,
okay, and maybe even the day of. I still don't. I'm not gonna. There's not a time frame where I like that. You could tell me a year in advance.
Up front, I don't mind it at all. It's like, hey, a couple of my friends and I want to do this. Do you want to come with? I'd be like, sure. That's very different than being like, oh, by the way, they're coming too.
Maybe it's a gender thing. I don't know. I mean, like, if I'm going to hang out with my buddy and he's like, hey, I'm going to bring another dude. I'm like, ugh, I don't want another dude here.
That's fair.
There's enough dudes here. The ratio's horrible as is. But I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, because I remember I brought that up because I was like, yeah, I used to have a buddy that would do that, and, you know, he hung out with trashy people, and I was like, you know what, buddy, I don't want to hang out with your trash bag friends. I like you. And my girlfriend was like, oh, I used to be friends with that guy. And I was like, oh. I was like, that's why I realized, I was like, okay, maybe trash bag is I was like, I don't know the guy that much. I know some things. I know enough to know I wouldn't want to be associated with the person. But that's where I go in my head. Because, like, it's not like I 100% feel like that, but it's not that I don't feel that. Because, I don't know, I don't like to mince my words. Yeah. Like, I like people knowing exactly how I feel about things, so if something comes up, they're like, oh, I never knew you thought that. Usually people know what I think about things, I guess, aggressively to a flaw.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I don't always feel exactly, like, I think it's not mincing words, but I think I just come off more harsh than I mean to a lot of times.
Oh, yeah, I do too. Because, like, sometimes I'll dial it back, like, looking back in retrospect. Yeah. I'm like, okay, maybe I didn't mean it to that degree, but know that feeling comes from a place of truth.
Yes.
Like,
that's a good way of putting it.
I may have been a little dramatic, but there is truth in there.
Yes.
So I was like,
that's a great way of putting
maybe your friend's not a trash bag, but maybe he is. You know, like, sorry, like I'm sorry if that was your buddy back in the day, but you know, it's I'll apologize for that one. Yeah, but I don't think I'm a mean person. I think I'm a pretty nice person. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I don't know. She was like, yeah, whenever I do ask my, like, because
I think you're more antisocial than mean. Yeah,
I think I've always wondered if I was a introvert or an extrovert, and I was like, well, like, whenever there's people around that I know, you know, like, I have no problem with being the center of attention or, like, you know, doing stuff or saying anything. But I don't think that means I'm a extrovert. Because if you add one person I don't really know, I get out of my comfort zone. Assuming I'm sober. Drunk, I don't care who's around. Yeah. But, yeah, I think I'm a true extrovert to the point where, like, we talked about this recently. Introvert, yeah. To the point where I do get anxious when I'm away from the house too long. Yeah. Like, if I'm out for, like, 2 or 3 hours, like, I'm ready to go back. Yeah. Like, it's just been too long of a fucking day.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really run into those problems. I just don't. We talked about this as well. Like, by myself, I'm not choosing to go out and do shit.
Yeah. Yeah, same. And most days I'm really not choosing to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it stemmed from this book that I was reading. It was just talking about how people perceive you, and like one of the questions was like, how do you think people identify you? Like if someone was describing you, and me personally, if I'm putting it lightly, I would like to think people describe me that I am like an old man, but my like political and social views aren't that of an old man. I just rant like an old man. Because like I'll catch myself in a 5-minute rant about like
This.
Yeah. And like if you listen to an old man rant about things,
Yeah.
granted it's usually about a minority group, but mine usually aren't. But you're like, yeah, you kind of do ramble on like an old man. Like you just get pissed off over little things and you just ramble and then you're okay.
Yeah. You only do that if you're comfortable around the person, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is something to point out. If you like,
an old man will bitch to anybody anywhere.
Exactly. And I think another thing that's different about you is you don't have a problem being in a silent room. You'll very much be quiet and just not talk to everyone and not feel like it's a bad time. Versus there are tons of fucking people that if you're not constantly talking to them, you're not always having the conversation rolling or you're always doing something, that it feels like you've wasted the time. Or I don't know. I don't feel that way, so I don't know how they fucking feel. But
that's why I used to be awkward as fuck in high school, because silent moments are a thing. Like it's not, I mean, like me and you have literally just sat in the living room and not talked for like 20 minutes, and then you get up and leave. I'm like, see you, buddy. Yeah. Like it just happened.
I know that we're not mad at each other doing it.
Yeah,
like,
it's just sometimes we're just on our phones, we're reading something, we're just doing our own thing. But like in high school, again, very self-conscious back in the day, but like if I was talking to a girl or something and the conversation went dead for like a minute, I was like, oh, she thinks I'm boring, and I would just bring up something else, and then later I'd be like, why did I say that? Yeah. She doesn't care about that, you know? And it was just a continuous thing of that, but once I realized that...
I very much felt that same way. I would do the exact same thing. Something that ended up happening, though, is I found out how many people were uncomfortable with the opposite. Like, whenever that silent moment would hit, how many people just got, like, uncomfortable in their own skin. And I think that's funny. I kind of, like...
Yeah, it's when you feel vulnerable.
Yeah, and I guess it's just because I'm secure enough to think it's funny whenever, like, especially like a friend, not just a random fucking stranger making them feel insecure, but like a friend, like...
I was like, you're just starting to sound like a villain at this point.
But like a friend, like when I know they're like a little like uncomfortable in that situation, I would set up that moment of like the awkward silence and just be so okay with it, just because I thought it was funny in the situation.
Yeah, that would used to eat me alive back in the day, but I don't know. I've heard things since then from like this like 70-year-old dude on TikTok talking about like the stages of life, like where you're in middle school,
wild life advice.
Oh yeah, kind of.
What?
What do you say?
Wild life? Yeah, a 70-year-old man on TikTok is a wild place to get life advice.
Oh yeah. That's, I thought you were still talking about genre, and I'm like, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was talking about middle school. You're really insecure because you're worried about what everybody thinks. At a certain point in your life, you don't really care what people thinks. And then when you get older, you realize that like your whole life, nobody's really been paying that much attention to you because they've been thinking about themselves. Yeah. And I was like, that's made me feel a lot better. So I'm like, because I'll do that sometimes. Like, I don't know, I do it over like gross things. So like, I'll go to like pick a wedgie at the gym, and I'm like really worried because I was like, I don't care, but I don't want to be the dude that's just picking wedgies at the gym. But then I'll have that old man in my head that's just like, bro, nobody cares. And I'm just like, fuck them. I'm going to pick this wedgie out of my ass.
Yeah, maybe it is just because we're young, but I still do it a little.
Yeah, I still do, but exactly, and I still do. But I just have to remind myself, like, everybody is thinking about themselves right now.
Like, no one gives a fuck about me right now.
Nobody's really focused. Nobody cares if, you just had a little bit of drool come out of your mouth. Nobody's staring. They're all worried about how they're doing.
Yeah.
So the focus isn't really on you, except for you.
But, not to get too sidetracked about all of this, we do have something...
about each other's lives.
I mean, we picked like a theme episode.
Yeah. This is, from here on out, this is going to be very music forward.
Yes, we're going to talk about our songs and albums of the year.
Yeah.
Our picks.
Yeah.
We're going to do 10 each. Do you have any honorable mentions for songs that you wanted to kind of shout out? Didn't make your top 10, but was pretty close?
I just have one that I was like really, really debating towards me just finalizing it before we shot. Arlo Parks didn't make it with Green or Eugene.
Yeah.
And that really upset me. And Yeah, she was kind of a last-second nudge. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. I don't know why I said it like she's dead. But
Yeah. This wasn't my, like...
R.I.P. Betty White.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Joe Gatto. He's not dead, but he's just not on Practical Jokers anymore.
Okay. This wasn't my number 11. Like, it didn't almost make the cut, but I think it was just such a surprisingly good song. Mm-hmm. It's not what I expected, and it would be on, like, my top 25.
Okay.
But That Funny Feeling by Bo Burnham.
Is it 25?
What? No.
Oh,
no,
I always think it's funny when people are like, "Oh, this is in my top 7," and I'm like, "Then it's 7."
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Why do you? I mean, 25 granted is a little better of a milestone than like 7 or 8, but I always
this
think
was
it
like
so funny.
Right now, I have it at 17 because I have like just the excess run over. But yeah, I thought that was a very
I don't
different.
think I heard it.
You didn't watch it stand up, so I'm assuming you didn't. Couldn't imagine you only listened to the album. But yeah, I didn't expect Bo Burnham to drop one of my favorite songs of the year. So
is it good?
It's fucking great.
Or is it like, do you like it because it's funny, or both?
I almost picked a different song from his, which would have been "Welcome to the Internet," and that one's funny. That one actually is pretty funny. Yeah. This one is not that funny.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. This one's the. I don't know.
Yeah.
His whole stand-up was about being locked inside of a single room during the whole COVID shit. So, I mean, it's not a very, like, it's not always funny.
Yeah.
There's the darker moments of it, and this is one of them, but it was just good. It's a fucking great song.
Neat. Yeah. Okay, so from here on out, it's pretty much going to be, we're each going to do our top 10 singles. I mean, not singles, just songs. Yeah, yes. I want to make that clear. It's just songs. It's not the singles that they released. It doesn't matter what song.
Yes.
We each try not to do multiple songs from the same artist.
Yeah.
Try to keep that clean, just so it's not flooded with like Donda or Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
Then we'll do albums of the year. Not really too much stipulations with that. I mean, just fucking album of the year. And then if we have some time left over, we'll look at Rolling Stone's top 10 songs and albums.
Sounds good.
And maybe give our judgment on those.
All right. What's your top 10 songs?
All right. Top 10 songs. That's a donut. I know it's just ganja. Damn it. Okay, so maybe if you can put the clues together. At 10, I have Doja Cat with Need to Know. Are you wanting to go back and forth, or you want me to just like go through mine right now?
We can go back and forth.
Okay. It doesn't matter. But
yeah. All right.
10, Need to Know by Doja Cat.
I think that's an interesting pick.
Thank you.
Doja Cat's.
Love it.
Pretty good. Yeah. Definitely an album I didn't give really any credit. I never listened to the entire.
It was pretty good. I kept like 4 songs.
Yeah. I saved like 2 or 3 songs and never listened to the album. So, my number 10 is Headshots by Isaiah Rashad.
Gee, talk about that goddamn song.
Dude,
I don't know. I keep giving you... No, I feel like you said it 400 times in the past, like, month, but you haven't. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. It just... I don't know. I guess that's, like, one part that I listen to that I just continuously hear.
Yeah.
But, neat.
Yeah.
Number 9, I have Charmander by Mine.
That one was really close on mine. Yeah. Number 9, I have Pick Up Your Feelings by Jasmine Sullivan.
I didn't listen to her.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to her or Isaiah this year.
Yeah.
At 8, Transparent Soul by Willow.
I felt like that one was one that I like missed on my list.
I forgot it came out this year.
Yeah, it has a remix too with Cudi.
I didn't really care for that as much. I
didn't like it as much, but I thought it was neat. I like seeing Kid Cudi do shit. But I don't know. When I put it on my list originally, and it just kept getting bumped down for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but number 8 for me is Day Before by Young Thug and Mac Miller.
Okay, neat.
Yeah.
Number 7, Corso by Tyler, the Creator. It ain't gotta be that way. I'm down for the threesome.
Wow.
Hard as shit.
I think that's another interesting pick off the album, and I didn't think it'd be so low. I didn't think your Tyler song would be so low.
That's fair.
Yeah. My number 7 is 16 by Baby Keem.
Okay.
My favorite Baby Keem song ever. It's great.
Number 6, Easy on Me by Adele.
Number 6 for me is I Believed It by Division, featuring Mac Miller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 5, Life of the Party by Kanye and Andre 3000.
Yeah. So, up until this point, Day Before is the only song you've heard of mine so far?
Mm-hmm.
Neat. My number 5 is Wilder Days by Morgan Wade.
Okay, so we're still on the same trend.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know that.
I played it whenever we were getting ready.
I like that song.
It's fucking wonderful.
Yeah, it sounded pretty damn good. I
Yeah.
might listen to it.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably not.
At 4, I have Drunk Voicemail by Pom Pom Squad.
Oh, that's a neat one.
Yeah, I didn't know it came out this year because our buddy
Mhm.
Ethan suggested it to me, and I don't. He can, if he suggests me something, it's usually like 2014 or it could be like 1904 that it came out. So
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
But yeah, whenever I saw that it came out this year, I was like, holy shit! He actually recommended something that this year.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it really resonated with me.
Number 4 is What's Your Name by Tyler, the Creator.
That's solid.
Just-
That's a solid ass pick.
Yeah. Whenever I seen the track listing, this was one of the ones I was like,
You got some strong fucking features in your top 10.
That's a good point.
I'm just realizing that from our difference because like I got, I mean, a duo, but Kanye 3000 is really like the only feature I have on here.
Yeah, mine
which is
is
kind of weird.
Mine is almost all features.
Yeah.
So,
And number 3, it came out in 2020, but it was released with the album in 2021. So
Count it.
suck a dick, I'm counting it. No matter what Brenden thinks. But it is Black Country New Road with Science Fair. One of the weirdest goddamn songs I've ever heard in my life, and I love it. It like I actually like painted like a Coraline image like music video for myself to the point where if they do have a music video, I don't want to fucking see it because I have a music video in my head that I like vividly see every time I watch this, and it's like Coraline related. Yeah,
That's pretty
I
cool.
love it. It's just creepy.
it's weird.
It legitimately sounds like a Superman villain origin, not a Superman villain, a super villain origin.
Yeah, it's one of the most unique songs I've ever heard.
It's so fucking weird. And the rest of the album is pretty damn good too. I think there's only like 4 or 5 songs on the album, so I love those.
My number 3 is OG by JPEG Mafia. It's my standout on the album. It's fucking great. I mean, when JPEG Mafia is doing his best, I always love those songs.
Yeah, the dude's been making some pretty good improvements to his game, I guess.
Yeah.
Number 2, I have after the 1 minute marker of TSU by Drake. Yeah, great song. I don't know. I could have. There wasn't really like a lot of Drake that was going to make this list, but I don't know. I really liked Way Too Sexy. It was definitely the funnest song to listen to. It's one of the top 5 most listened to by me this year.
Yeah.
It was just really fun. But TSU, I think, I honestly uphold that song to like a modern day Feel No Ways. And I know you don't agree with that. I already know that.
Yeah.
Without us even talking about it previously, but I hold it to that standard.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's... I'm glad you like it that much.
Thank you.
Yeah. And say, but... Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I don't like it at all.
I was hoping after the... No, but... I don't want no but.
All right. Number 2 for me is After Last Night by Silk Sonic.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I had 2 songs I was debating on that album, and that wasn't one of them.
Yeah, which is fair.
At my number 1, I have Smoking Out the Window by Silk Sonic.
That was my... It was either After Last Night or Smoking Out the Window for me.
Not Leave the Door Open.
I played the fuck out of that song.
Yeah. And
I don't
now
know.
you can reward it.
Yeah, but now it's to the point where, like, I love that song, don't get me wrong, because it's going to kind of sound like I don't, but the other songs are just, like, refreshing, I guess, and they just... This is my favorite. This was, like, as soon as I heard it, I was like, this is fucking great, and this is my favorite on the album.
That's fair. Yeah, Silk Sonic really knocked it out of the fucking park with this album.
And then number 1 for me is Come to Life by Kanye.
So that made it over Life of the Party.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't have a single song in common.
Yeah. No.
I really did. I thought our 10 to 6 would be a little different, but I thought another honorable mention, "Brutal" by Olivia Rodrigo. I fucking love that song.
Yeah.
And it just barely got nudged out by "Need to Know." And "Oxytocin" by Billie Eilish. Love that fucking song, but it just didn't make the cut. But I thought our top 4 or 5 would look similar. Like maybe at least 2 or 3 in the top 5 would be similar.
I knew a Drake song would be on yours.
Yeah.
"Wants and Needs" was almost on mine.
Okay.
That was an honorable mention for me.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think that there was even I think that was one of Drake's best songs.
I think that. Yeah, but that was, I don't know. To me, that's still a Lil Baby song. Not saying it doesn't deserve the same treatment because of that, but that's one of Lil Baby's best songs.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good.
I mean, he nails it. I mean, he kills it on
wonderful.
that. But
yeah, so I thought maybe there was that chance of that, but I don't know. I thought maybe we'd have 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, at the very least, I thought we'd have that. But, not shit in common, and I really like that.
Yeah. I think it really shows that we've just been listening to different music.
Yeah. Yeah. So, are we doing top 10 albums?
Yeah, you want to go straight into albums? You don't have anything else to say? I guess...
Fuck it. No, I'm good.
I guess we don't really have much to say about songs. You haven't heard 80% of mine.
They sound neat.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you start off this one.
Reckless by Morgan Wade. Oh, honorable mentions. There's one very much in particular that I wanted to add, but it's only 3 songs.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't feel like an album. It feels more like a little project, and that's R&B.
Yeah.
R&B? Because it's R&B ? From Tierra Whack.
Oh, okay.
She dropped 3 song projects. They're all phenomenal. This is my favorite of the 3. Yeah, it's just so good. But yeah, at number 10 is Reckless by Morgan Wade. This is an album. I never expect a country album to be good.
Nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't. It's not the genre that I listen to. So anytime I hear a good country album, it's just so nice.
Yeah.
And I think that's why this makes...
It gives you a little bit more hope in the white man. It's really nice.
This is a woman, but...
White woman.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that this album is just so fucking good. And I think that's kind of why it makes the top 10, is because I don't know if... there might be other albums that didn't make my top 10 that I will listen to more than this, but the one single off of it that I fucking love, and then, just didn't expect it at all.
Yeah. Honorable mention, Black Country New Road. Really good album, but I just don't think it had enough content to knock out anybody in my top 10.
Yeah.
Having said that, my top 10, at number 10, Daddy's Home by St. Vincent.
Oh, I'm glad you like it as much.
I do. I really liked it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, honestly, this year hasn't been filled with a lot of albums that I loved.
Yes.
For me, it's been a lot more song-heavy, and, this has been a year of, maybe keeping, 4 or 5 songs from an album instead of just overall enjoying. So, not to knock this album, but I definitely didn't like it better than her past 2 releases.
Yeah.
But having said that, she's still amazing.
Yeah. For me, my top 4 albums, every song is just about perfect. They were easily my top 4 projects were projects that I think that I'm going to listen to forever, versus everything else on my top 10. There was most of the album that I'm going to keep and but it just isn't. Yeah, it wasn't. This year felt like there was a couple albums I loved, a lot of albums I liked.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good way to put it.
Yeah. So number 9 for me is Sinner Get Ready by... I don't know how to say her name. You said it earlier.
Try it.
Oh, I don't know how.
Do it.
Lingua.
Oh, don't spell it, you dick.
I don't know.
Linguardo?
It's Lingua.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different person then.
Okay.
You said I said it earlier, and that's what I said.
I don't think you said that earlier. But whatever. This will be an album that I listen to the least by far on my list, but I love it. It's just
Very situational. Like, you got to be in the headspace.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I tried listening to her before, and it's very odd music to where I'm like, this is going to be something I listen to maybe once a month.
It's rough.
It is.
Like, it's almost like a rough experience, which is not a usual way I describe music. But, like...
I'm down for a rough experience, so...
Yeah, I was listening to it, and the whole time I was like, oh my god. Like, it's almost, like, gross, but, like, I never wanted to turn it off. I was like, I gotta keep listening to it. And I listened to it twice all the way through, and I was like, holy shit, I kind of like it for it just fucking being brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's weird, but great.
At 9, I have It's not Civilization by Carol Bonito.
Oh.
I don't know why I said that so Spanish-like, but it's Benito, not Bonito.
I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, I am. Ever since Only Acting, I am a whore for Carol Bonito.
Yeah.
I just love her.
Yeah.
I've pretty much enjoyed all she's done. So yeah, if she can get it.
Yeah. I don't know. I've heard people say, like, Hoax Tales? Heaux? Is it Hoax?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hoax Tales by Jasmine Sullivan.
Hotels? Hoax?
Anytime I've ever heard someone else, it sounds like they say hoax.
Yeah, I think that's hoax.
Yeah, but whatever.
Another neat word in the English vocabulary.
Yeah.
It's a ruse or it's a hoax. Mm-hmm. Ruse. I like that. Comeuppance.
Yeah, it's a good album. I didn't love the skits, and it feels like there's way too many of them.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to hold that against it because the songs are fucking wonderful.
Yeah, it's hard to... Skits make... It makes it hard calling an album perfect. Because, because I think Blonde is a perfect album, but you got to be like, but don't listen to Be Yourself or Facebook Story.
Yeah.
So, but then, as you're saying that, if you have a but, then it's not perfect. Mm-hmm. So you're just like, okay, so maybe it's like a 9.6 if you cut out the fucking skits, but, you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, and they're not annoying. They're not bad.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't feeling them. But
a lot of the times I'm not.
Yeah, but yeah, the songs were just so good that I was like, you know what? Like, I'll kind of give it a pass.
Yeah. Unless it's Jimmy skits, there is no time that I'll listen to skits outside of the first initial listen through.
Yeah.
Like, after that, I'm like, I don't really care anymore. Yeah. Was that your 8?
Yes.
My 8 is Jubilee by Japanese Breakfast.
Yeah. It's fucking great.
Yeah, it's really good, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Paprika, Posing in Bondage.
Yeah.
Amazing shit.
I feel like this is an album I'm really like... I love those first two songs. Like the rest of the album, and then it really hits home. I think because Posing in Bondage is last. I think it's the outro.
No.
Is it not?
I don't think so. I think it's like 5 or some shit.
Maybe. But yeah, I'd say I also love that song, but yeah, I really like it. New artist this year. Never heard of them before, so I thought that was cool too.
Yeah.
Number 7, I have Bo Jackson by Boldy James and The Alchemist.
Yeah, I was curious to see if that would be on yours because I mean I do like Boldy James. I just never listened to him. I don't know.
He kind of reminds me of like Earl in like the way that his voice and
like My Name Is Earl.
No, like Earl Sweatshirt.
No, okay, you had my business for a minute.
But yeah, I don't know. The Alchemist does great. I don't know what else you'd expect from him.
Yeah,
and then
does nothing but greatness.
Yeah, and then Boldy James is just fucking great. So yeah, number 7.
Number 7, I have Happier Than Ever by Billy.
Man, I wanted to like this album more.
I really did. Once I had time to like actually sit down and listen to it, because sometimes her words do get lost on you because she has just like a very faint like whispery thing where you're just like, I think I just missed a couple words. But like, I don't know. There's just like going back, sitting down, listening to it, doing nothing but hearing the lyrics. It's a little different, you know. Like it just, I don't know. Yeah. It sounds good. The story to some of the songs, you're just like, it makes you feel sad for her. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I really like that. I think she did really good with this one. Yeah.
I'd say I've listened to it all the way through 3 times, wanting to like it more, and it just, I don't know, missed its mark for me.
Yeah.
Number 6 for me though is Collapsed in Sunbeams by Arlo
same.
Parks. Really? That's your 6?
Number 6. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The first time I listened to it, I was like, oh, I love Eugene. Black Dog, and
I love Green.
Green
Eyes, I think is what it's
something like that. Yeah. I love those songs, but I kind of like the other songs just kind of are like there.
They just kind of faded in the background.
Yeah, but then like as soon as the album was over, I wanted to re-listen to it, and I caught myself doing that every time I listened to that album, and I was like, why do I not, like, I feel like I don't pay attention to 80% of this album, but I always want to hear it again.
Well, it's always weird for me, because I'll do that. I'll not notice how good the later songs are, because, like, one of the first 3 songs are really good, and so after that, I'm just like, man, I want to re-listen to that song, so I'm not really paying attention to the next songs.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's a good album.
Yeah. Number 5 for me is Roadrunner by Brockhampton.
No, it's not my same.
Yeah,
but,
I figured. I don't even think you like that album.
No.
Yeah.
I kept 2 songs, I think.
Fair. First listen, I think I had the song with Danny Brown.
Yeah.
I had Don't Shoot Up the Party.
Bankroll.
I don't think
You
I
keep
saved
Bankroll?
it. I don't think I saved it on original, but it was like maybe 2-3 songs.
Yeah.
And then going back and listening to it, I was like, okay, I like a little bit more of it. And then every time I listened to it, I liked more of it. And it's gotten to the point where like I like every fucking song on it. I think it's really good.
Yeah, I'll give that album another chance sometime.
Yeah.
Maybe I just didn't give it the proper sit down. Number 5, I have Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. Really, really good quality shit. This to me kind of feels like a Marvel movie in the way I'm super excited for the setup. Like it just, I don't know. I'm excited to see where she goes after this, because this is such a good start. I love hearing women and punk. And I think there's a couple songs on here that she just so well with that. Apparently, Hayley Williams helped her out with "Good for You."
She's so good.
And I was like, I knew I loved that song.
Yeah.
You know, like it just sounded Paramore-like, and when her influence and herself was involved, I was like, that makes so much sense. But I don't know, brutal. I mean, even Driver's License is pretty good, even though I can't really relate. You know, and there is some things that kind of take me away from it, because, like, she'll mention how she came Parallel Park, but I'm like, oh, yeah, this is a teenager that I'm listening to. You know, like, this is what she's going through. Like, not everything's made for me. I'm a 24-year-old white man. I mean, 80% of the things are made for me, but not this.
Yeah. This was an album for me that I lost. It kind of lost me on later listens.
So you just said you lost it.
I lost it. I fucking
What'd you do?
I couldn't find it on my phone anymore. I deleted it off of Spotify. But no, every time I went back and listened to this album, and I kind of liked it a little less, and then that kept happening for me. So It's not that I dislike the album, but I kind of I don't return to it at all.
And this is how you're talking about your number 4?
No, I'm talking about yours.
Oh, fuck. I thought you was introducing your number 4. That's why I was like, what the fuck? Because you set it up earlier to where, like, oh, my first, like, my top 4 is, like, my favorite. And I was like, what the fuck is this intro? No. What's your number 4?
It's not that far off.
Is it Sour? That'd be so goddamn funny.
Number 4
Sour by Olivia Rodrigo.
Number 4 is Silk Sonic. And it is an album that I love it, but I started to skip songs on later listens. I skip Blast Off every time. The outro.
Yeah.
Which is fair. Like, I don't hold that against it too much, but on a 7-song album,
boy, do I love that 7 songs.
It does great.
It just makes it so much more, like, digestible when it's only, like, 7 songs long. Because not feel like you're, like, overstuffing or anything.
Yeah.
Kind of hungry.
I am too.
That's probably why I keep using these terms. But, I'm pretty fucking hungry right now. Number 4 for me.
Yes.
30 by Adele. Not much I need to say. She's great.
Yeah.
You know how great Adele is. People know.
Yeah.
It's Adele, bro.
This one felt like...
You're talking about mine or yours? Is this yours? Okay.
It felt like the Billie album of, like, I know how good it is. I know it's great. But it just... I don't know. It wasn't there for me for some reason. Like, I just didn't love this album.
Knowing how sad Adele was made me so excited.
And I usually like the sad pop music a lot more, but I guess it wasn't hitting for me this year, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
The first time I heard it, I was in a car and it was pouring down rain, so maybe I just had a slight advantage.
Yeah, that's a great setup for that album.
Oh yeah, I cried. In all fairness, I just rammed some dude in front of me in the car, not with my car.
I wasn't going to do it.
And then I got my car and drove home.
My number 3, LP by JPEG Mafia.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't heard it yet on your list, so I was like, it's got to be in the top 4.
Yeah. This was an album that the first time I listened to it, I was like, this shit is wonderful. And the more I listened to it, I'm like, this shit's even better. Like, so it really has just been great.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a last-second adjustment.
Okay.
At number 3, I have An Evening with Silk Sonic by Silk Sonic.
Yeah. Yeah. Any reason?
No, it's not anything that this album's doing wrong that I just knocked it down one, but it's just because I don't know. The album that moved up. God damn, do I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, as I already said my piece about that album. I'll do my top 2 here.
Sure.
Because since they both released, I knew they were both 1 and 2. There was never a point in my time where I was like, these two are 1 and 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's hear them.
All right, I'll tell you them in order, and then I'll tell you why I went with the order I went. Call Me If You Get Lost at number 2 by Tyler, the Creator. Donda at 1 by Kanye West. So I was going to put Call Me If You Get Lost at 1 because I think that if I sit down and you're like, pick an album to listen to, I'm going to listen to Call Me If You Get Lost, like on the entire album, versus I'm not going to listen to Donda's entire album every single time.
Yeah.
But when it came down to it, I'd bet anything that the songs off of Donda I listened to more than anything else released this year by the largest margin. This was the album that was the reason I only went 1 per artist on my top songs.
Yeah.
Because I would have picked 6, 7 songs off of this album.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then everything else would have been off of Call Me If You Get Lost. So it really wouldn't have fucking mattered.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get, like, a more complete album, I do think Call Me If You Get Lost is better, but I think the highlights of Donda, for me, are so much better.
Yeah, okay.
So, that's why I went with the order I went with.
At number 2, I got Death of the Cheerleader by Pom Pom Squad.
Wow.
Yeah. Fairly newly introduced, maybe like a couple months ago, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of fell for them, like, right out of the gate, because it's just sad, good music, and I was like, fuck. It's been raining a lot this month. This is so fucking good right now. And yeah, it's just kept being good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sad. I love sad women.
Yeah.
I love the things that sad women do.
Yeah.
And they love me. And number 1, Call Me If You Get Lost by Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler's better than every other person on this list, so it's Tyler.
Bold statement, but
He's better than you. He's better than me. I love Tyler. Yeah, and he knocked it out of the park with this. I mean, the dude has. I mean, this I don't think is as bold as what I just said. That was clearly bold.
Yeah.
But he has the best album rollouts. I mean, I don't think there's anybody that does an album rollout like Tyler. I mean, everything changes. Like he's just like a different person. Like the style's always fucking cool. Like the merch he releases is fucking associated with that, and it still looks good. Mm-hmm. And the album matches. It's just a good fucking album. The little music videos he released on YouTube and stuff. His performances for this. I don't know. He just did all of this great. Pulled in great features. Like Uzi and Pharrell, I would love to see them on songs together more, and Tyler brought them together for Juggernaut. Really brought out the fucking best in Youngboy. God damn. I never listened.
42 Doug?
Yeah, I was just about to say him because I never listened 42 Doug. That made me want to. Still haven't, but it made me wanted to.
I like 2 songs from him.
I'm a little curious still, but I don't know if I'll ever explore that.
Yeah, his song with Roddy Ricch. That's the one I'd recommend. I don't think you should explore much past that.
Okay. All right. I'll take that.
Yeah.
God damn, his 10-minute songs are usually great. His long ones, like the ones that he had to slash, like,
Sweet, I Thought You Wanted to Dance.
Yeah, they're always good. Safari's amazing. Massa. I mean, I could just name the entire album. He just doesn't fucking miss. DJ Drama? Yeah, of course. Who else sounds like that? But I was a little skeptical about him at first because I was like, oh, God, this is the dude that just doesn't shut the fuck up during songs. And he doesn't. He still doesn't shut the fuck up during songs, but I think it's accompanied well. It's a better mashup than I thought it was going to be, and kind of a big Tyler the Creator fan, so it really worked well with me. Didn't disappoint me at all.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne.
I thought it was going to be your 1 or 2.
Oh yeah, for sure.
One. I honestly didn't think. I thought you put Certified Lover Boy, just because of how much you do listen to that album.
I do listen to it a lot. I know it's not a good album.
I mean, this is your favorites. So
yeah, it's not my favorite though.
Yeah, which is fair. Yeah, I'd say I thought one of those two would be your 1 and 2.
No.
But yeah, Call Me If You Get Lost is so fucking good. And to hear that he was going to be rapping again, I was so skeptical. I was like, he just came off of two pop albums that I think are fucking phenomenal. At the time, I was like, this is his Flower Boys' his best album. Then he drops Igor. I was like, Igor's his best album. Then he dropped this, and I was like, Igor's his best album? This is number 2 for me.
I think I'm at the point where I agree with that.
Yeah. And I think it's just a stylistic choice for me, I guess.
Yeah.
But but I was like, he just came off his best 2 albums. It's pretty tough to do that again. So I was kind of like a little nervous about this. But
I'm always nervous about a sequel. No matter what you're talking about, I don't care if it's from like my favorite author, it's from my favorite director or artist. Anytime somebody does something really good, I am scared when they announce something else.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's just going to shatter how I think of that person.
Yeah.
But Tyler has not done that yet.
Yeah. And
if he would have retired on the Grinch album, probably I'd be like, oh, god damn it. Like,
that would have been upsetting.
Lil Wayne always kills it on Tyler. So I mean, Lil Wayne does good pretty much everywhere he goes, but goddamn does he really let loose with Tyler. Yeah.
And the first time I heard it, I was like, man, it's so rap heavy. I was like, I want some of that sad music that Tyler was giving me. And then on later listens, I was like, oh, we get that.
I want some of that gay, sad, upbeat music.
Yeah, and we get that on this album.
Yeah, you still do.
Yeah, and I guess I just overlooked it on the first few listens. But, yeah. Like I said, like when it comes to complete albums, no skips. This is the best no-skip album there is this year.
Yeah, and we've all been kind of spoiled with shorter albums lately. Mm-hmm. So, and this really isn't that short of an album.
No.
And I was like, oh no, is it going to go on too long? But it doesn't. It just feels good.
Yeah. I thought with kind of there was features, and it's not short-handed on features, but I kind of thought, like, we just got Igor, which every fucking song has 4 features on it. So I was kind of like, I was kind of hoping we got more, but you don't need it. He does well with what he has.
Oh, yeah, he can carry his own.
Yeah, he brings out the best in others. I'm just even more excited to see what the fuck he does now.
Someone just piss on our house?
I wouldn't think about it too much.
Whatever. But yeah, I think Damo was in Massa, right?
Yeah.
That was so cool seeing Damo back in the mix.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And this was another album that every time I listened to it, I liked it more.
Yeah, and there's something that kind of in that same lane, but every time I listen to this, there's like a new song that becomes my favorite. And right now it just happens to be Corso.
Yeah.
But like every time I listen to it, the album all the way through, I'm picking a different song that I just put on repeat.
Yeah, Rise has been mine for a little bit now.
It's so good, dude. It's so good. But the whole album.
I was actually going to put Rise as my top 10 songs, but I was like, come on. I was like, I know that it's just right now my favorite song. I was like, I know that my favorite song is What's Your Name.
Yeah. I'll say, and this is where I came up with Corso, because I do think Corso's the best one. I just think how aggressive he comes off. Like, not only is it my favorite right now, but how aggressive he is, how confident he sounds. Yeah. Like, it's one of the first songs on the album, I think, if not
2. Is it 2?
Yeah, and I think it's just a really good, like, it like leads the pack really well. Yeah. And he doesn't need a feature on it. You hear 2. DJ Drama, and it's just it works out really good for the album. It's kind of the theme.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd honestly call it the theme song, because it's just kind of showcases how he's going to do in this album.
Yeah.
Fucking it's not amazing.
Killed that shit.
Yeah. I think we killed this shit. We did pretty good.
Yeah.
Smoothly going through all of our shit. Song of the week.
Song of the week.
Yeah.
Mine is on my list, is the reason I wanted to push this off. But mine is Wilder Days by Morgan Wade. For like the past month, that has been the song that I've been listening to.
Yeah.
And I kind of felt like I shouldn't put it on my... I almost didn't put it on my best songs of the year, but I was like, no, I've been listening to this song like for a month straight. I was like, no, I love this fucking song.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, it's fucking great. And again, a surprising country song. I don't... So it just...
My favorite genre, surprising country.
Surprisingly good country. Yeah, that's exactly what I love.
Country that'll scare the shit out of you. Mine is this song right here, is This Life by Vampire Weekend.
Yeah.
So good. Just such an upbeat, like,
yeah.
You've been cheating on me. I just love that. It just sounds like, you know, we've been cheating on each other.
Yeah.
I've just been going through this life. I don't know. I'm not the biggest overall Vampire Weekend fan, but holy fuck, Father of the Bride, I love that album. And I've went through and tried to like listen to other stuff, and it's good. I definitely do find things I take away, but nothing is in the same boat as This Life for me.
I agree.
Well, not This Life, but the whole album, Father of the Bride.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% about what you just said.
Yeah, because there's a lot of times like I'll listen to like that's how Grimes is with Art Angels for me. Like I love that album so much. Like genuinely one of my favorites. I can listen to it any point in the day, all the way through, no fucking problem. And I do find other things from her albums that I like, but it's just here and there. There's some, but there's, you know,
yeah.
And it's weird because I think like with people that are Grimes fans, that's like one of like. It's not like what's recognized as her best. Yeah, I think the one that has Oblivion on it is like that's like Pete Grimes, and I'm like, oh, I don't like Pete Grimes. I guess my bad.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I don't listen to Grimes very much, but yeah, I didn't know that.
No, fucking when I like Grimes, I like Grimes.
Yeah,
believe it or not, you know. Fuck. What else do we have to cover? I was like, we've been going on for a bit, right?
Yeah, we can wrap it up here.
Yeah, fuck it. I would say we could talk about other things, but...
I mean, we can talk about someone else's top 10. Talk shit about...
Oh, do you want to do that for a little bit? Yeah, we can just spend like 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I do need to eat something.
Yeah, I'm fucking hungry.
Man, god damn, we need to go to the store. No fucking corn dogs or anything.
There's nothing.
No. I could wait 2 hours for an Uncrustable to thaw out.
Do you have burgers?
I could wait 2 hours for a burger to thaw out. So yeah, before we stop talking about eating, we have pulled up. Do you want me to screen record this part?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, okay. That'd be cool. Do you remember how?
Boop. Hit that little play button. Oh nope, that didn't do that.
Nope.
Oh shit.
It's the Command Shift 5.
Do I have to hit puberty in the middle of it? You didn't like that one, did you?
No.
I just record.
Yeah.
Okay. As far as I know, I'm recording.
Okay.
All right. So this is all according to Rolling Stone. We're gonna breeze through these pretty quick.
Say what we feel about all of these albums.
Yeah, and their list goes up to 50, but we're not fucking doing that. But yeah, we're gonna go through the songs first, just like we did, and then we'll go through the albums.
So is this songs?
This is songs.
Didn't know No Name dropped a song.
Didn't ever. I didn't know that. I don't really listen to No Name too much, but
she was like, I knew her because she was kind of known as like the female Chance the Rapper when Chance was good.
Yeah.
So
I would say like that's really not a compliment nowadays.
Yeah. Pretty cool. I'm excited to hear it. I haven't though.
9, Adele. I Drink Wine. It's a picture of her drinking wine.
Yeah.
I like Adele. She just seems like a cool ass aunt. You know, just a cool ass sad little aunt drinking wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good song. Good song. Not my favorite from her.
That's what I was about to say. It's like it wouldn't be my pick.
Yeah. Interesting
Adele,
one though.
But yeah.
8. Raul. There's Alejandro. Yeah. Todo de Ta.
I don't know it. If you could have guessed.
I'm not. I'm assuming I'm not going to listen to it.
It's Spanish language pop.
Well, no, that's not why.
Well,
why? Look at his eyebrows.
What about him?
He's got the cuts in his eyebrows. Who does that?
He does.
It's like Hobson. I don't know. I thought that was over.
Yeah. Well,
but apparently not if you're Raul Alejandro and Todo de Ta. 7, we have Billie Eilish at Happier Than Ever. I knew Billie was going to crack this list. I love it. Yeah. Great fucking song. Great artist. But again, not my favorite song from that album. But again, I didn't make this list, so shut up.
Wish I liked it more.
Why? Is it because you know she's a good artist and that's why you want to like it? Okay.
Well, I like Billy, like in general, like.
No, because I often find myself like wanting to like something, but I'm like, why am I wanting myself to like this?
Yeah. Well, if I like the artist, I definitely want to like their music.
Yeah.
Like,
but I mean, just sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
You know.
That's kind of how I feel about it. But that's the other thing is I don't dislike it, and that's another reason I'm like, I wish I liked it, but it just kind of falls in the middle.
Like I wish I had an opinion on it. Like, I felt strongly one way or the other. I get that. Again, not my favorite song from the album. It might be if I haven't, like you, if I didn't hear it 2,000 times in the past year, waiting for the full length album to come out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Leave the Door Open, amazing fucking song.
So fucking good.
So far, better than any of the songs they've named so far.
Yeah.
Solid picks as of this far, though. I don't know who Lucy Dawkins is.
I don't either.
With VBS. But, looks adorable.
It says it's kind of low key.
I don't know it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like low key music, so cool. I'm assuming that means like mellow, not just like low key as no one knows.
Yeah, I'm not assuming it's low key and then fucking heavy thrasher metal.
Yeah.
It's very, very mellow and gentle. At number 4, we have Lil Nas X with "Call Me by Your Name."
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
If this album was as good as the singles, it would have made my top 10.
I should have mentioned this because this is an honorable mention for me because I do love this fucking song,
I do too.
but it didn't crack the top 10.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. I like Lil Nas X.
I do too. I like his album rollouts. He does good with drawing some attention to himself, stirring up controversy, and not disappointing with the album. Because there's a lot of people that go the controversial route. You'll see a bunch of shit, them getting attention. You're like, oh, an album must be coming up and dog shit. But he actually delivers.
Yeah. His album wasn't bad. Just I didn't like every bit of it. There's a lot of songs on that album I didn't like.
No, there were songs I was wanting to like Swoop or Scoop. Scoop.
Yeah, I wanted to as well.
Yeah, it was like him and Doja Cat. I'm super excited, but I don't know. Just that chorus was so corny. It was Scoop, Scoop. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, it missed for me as well.
At number 3, we have Olivia Rodrigo with Driver's License. Again, another one that falls under great song, but not my favorite from that album. I like Brutal and Good For You way more. But this is, I guess,
I get why it's here.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, that's a good way to sum it up. I get why this song's here.
Yeah.
Number 2, Taylor Swift, All Too Well. Okay, it's the 10-minute version. I was going to say it's cheating, but this is the 10-minute version that's added.
Yeah.
This is such a good song that I didn't realize I was listening to a 10-minute song. Like, I was at work listening to it, and it ended, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, I didn't remember that song being like that. I go back and I was like, holy shit, that's a 10-minute fucking song. It was that good.
That's great. I haven't listened to it.
Oh, she's great, man. Number 1, what? We have
WizKid featuring Tim's?
Essence.
Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't like, I'm assuming it's Tim's, but Tim's album?
I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, I didn't love it. I guess it just wasn't for me. But
I didn't know WizKid did anything outside of One Dance.
Yeah, I only know because of Shanti.
Oh, that is where I have heard that recently. Yeah, because I think he said he liked the stuff he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to listen to that song. I mean,
why not?
Don't get me wrong. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff Rolling Stones has, but I mean,
I get why everything's where it's at.
Yeah, I do too. Like, I respect their opinions on a lot of things, even if I don't agree with a lot of the stuff. But I thought I was going to find more. 48 Kid Leroy featuring Miley Cyrus. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm doing exactly what I said we wouldn't do.
Okay.
We'll look at the top 10, and then we'll let y'all go listen to some other podcast or something.
Yeah.
10? Hell yeah, good start. Japanese Breakfast with Jubilee.
Yeah, I really like this album. I think if I give it a couple more listens, it could easily be in my top 10 as well.
Yeah. Good to see it getting Rolling Stones recognition.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. Number 9? Ah, shit. We have Tangana with El Madrileno.
I don't know it.
Next to a sample from YG and Her. Rubbing gloomy Toronto and R&B productions against Brazilian Bale Funk. I don't know. I don't know what any of those are, but
I haven't heard it.
Yeah, apparently the whole album's pretty good. Turnstile with Glow On. I don't know.
I started to listen to this, and I think it just caught me off guard. This is a rock album.
No shit.
Yeah, I just see the album cover.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, the album cover is a very beautiful picture of a pink sky with clouds.
Yeah, and see, it's hardcore punk. It just...
Shit. Yeah, that would have scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, it just caught me off guard. So I was expecting this, like, fun pop album from what it looks like.
Yeah, like you could lay down in a field of roses and listen to it, but then out of nowhere, Marilyn Manson comes up.
Yeah, so I actually want to go back and listen to it because I know what to expect now.
Yeah. Okay, I'm very intrigued by it. Yeah. Number 7, we have Jasmine Sullivan with Hoax Tales.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it. I've heard nothing but great things about it, though. Swagger-ingly?
Wow.
Is a swagger-ingly funky kiss-off. They just say shit. They
made that. They Dr. Seuss that shit.
Yeah, they're just saying shit to say shit. And they're like, fuck it. Who reads this much of it?
Yeah, but good. Yeah.
Number 6, Lil Nas X with Montero. Pretty crazy high. I was going to say crazy high. I don't think it's that crazy. Yeah. But at number 6, good for Lil Nas, man. Happy for him.
So we already kind of gave our opinions on that album.
Yeah, I was just going to see if they said any weird shit about it.
Yeah.
What? No. I just saw queer and I was like, uh-oh. A beautiful moment of cross-generational, cross-cultural solidarity between two queer pop heroes for the ages.
Yeah.
Talking about him and Jack Harlow. Lucy, goddamn, and she's been brought up again. Lucy Dawkins with Home Video.
I don't know this.
I'm going to listen to it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's country. Lucy? I mean, I don't know, man.
Her name's Lucy, gotta be country. I was trying to see, I don't see anywhere it says. I don't know.
Yeah. Hot and heavy.
Yeah.
If you're into hot and heavy. She's from Virginia. Come on, Richmond, Virginia. This is a country. Folklore. Wait. Oh, yeah, got it. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hey, number 4, we have Tyler the Creator with Call Me If You Get Lost.
Deserves to be on the list. Easy.
Yeah, it deserves to be in the top 5.
Yeah.
Number 3, we have the same dude.
Yeah.
Raul Alejandro. It's the dude with the fucking shaved eyebrows. At number 3, Latin pop. So I probably won't listen to it. I'm not one of those people that can easily listen to music that they don't speak. That's not in their native tongue.
Language barrier.
Yeah, it's just not for me. Not that it's not good music, but it's just nothing that's probably going to cross my,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's a very uncommon thing to say that you don't listen to music. You don't know the lyrics
with Fantano and stuff, he might speak these languages, because I'm just how can you enjoy an album so much that you can't understand? I wish I could, but I just can't.
Yeah.
At number 2, we have Adele with 30. Yeah, Adele's pretty much across the boards a favorite and recognized for being Adele. So
yeah,
it doesn't surprise me that she's this high. Number 1, I have a solid bet on what it's going to be.
I think so.
We haven't seen 2 albums.
Yeah.
By young girls.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
We just wrap it up here and
we'll just
yeah. Okay. Oh, do you want to stop it here?
No, keep going.
Okay. All right. So I don't know. I think it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Got to be right.
Yeah. I mean, it's someone that they're wanting to raise up. Her first album, so much goddamn hype behind the album.
Yeah, I feel like it's the pick to win a lot this year.
It's a pretty safe pick, especially if you want to draw on a younger audience and stuff. It's going to win awards.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep,
easy enough.
Yeah,
good.
Fucking great.
It's a good album. I haven't said that very much about it, but
serves 90s mall punk rage. I love that genre. That's a dope ass genre. I'm starting a band. It's a 90s mall punk band. Yeah, mall punk rage. My bad. I forgot a pretty intense word about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I get it. I
Yeah.
understand the picks.
Yeah. I get it.
Again, don't agree, but
Yeah.
understand it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
One more, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm good. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck we're going to eat, but we'll talk about that off air. Yeah. Thanks for jamming with us.
See ya.